I did not lie. It's because I stream on my phone. So whenever I post stuff, I have to... Sorry, I'm adjusting. Hi everyone. Hey Google, play Sticky by Kiss of Life. Oh my gosh. Like, I haven't streamed in so long. K-pop has changed. Like, there's been so many new K-pop songs. Apex, these are 49 months in a row. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Streamers here. Woo, woo. Oh my gosh. Actually, the one thing about my new place is like, I'm pretty sure my neighbor can hear me, so I can't get too excited. I need to like soundproof my door. I just choked on my own spit. Emperor, thank you for 35 months in a row. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you for 33 months. Hi, Aiden. Yes, Sticky in the background is a banger. Banger, banger. Unpacking it. Yes, I'll give you guys a little tour once people are here. Yeah, I'll talk about why I moved, and it's currently a mess back here. That's actually the messiest part of the corner. Okay, like it's not so bad here. Congrats on the move. Thank you. I actually downgraded into a studio because I'll talk more reasons later, but yeah. Hopefully this is my last move for a while. If it's not my last move, that means things probably went well, so. Hi Toasty, thanks for 8 months in a row. Hi Bonk and Boob. Anime Expo was so fun. Oh my god, K-pop has been so good. Like, that's the one thing I haven't done, like, because I haven't been streaming. Like, I haven't talked to you guys at all. I haven't even, like, streamed since, like, ABCD came out. Oh, no, I did it with Jess and Arya. We miss you. I missed you guys too. Does that sound genuine? I did. It's just, I just have object permanence, so I don't miss you guys until I see you guys again. So now that you guys are here, I realized how much I missed you. Yeah. Hi Midas. Time for 1 month of unpacking. I know. No, actually, this is like all I have left. Like everything here. Like I have 2 boxes of like miscellaneous stuff, and then I just have like it's like the last like 10% that I'm like struggling with. But I have a whole like studio, so that's fun. But yeah, let's see. You're making good progress. Yes, thank you. I'll show you guys what I have so far. My bed setup is so lit. And I finally have a bed frame. Like I didn't have a bed frame for the longest time. And holy shit, like the bed frame makes a difference. Like I thought sleeping on the floor would be the same, but it makes a difference. I like how these stream feels like vlog FaceTimes. I know, like, it's so funny because whenever I tell people, oh, we're gonna stream tomorrow, like, it's been like a month. They're like, oh, are you gonna do a PC stream or like a cooking stream? I'm like, no, I'm just gonna stream on my phone, like, whatever. Guys, I just haven't talked to you guys in a while, but I'm getting some help, like, trying to make my setup a little easier because I'm just not good at, like, maximizing my setup. So, yeah, my PC's here. Oh, gosh. I didn't really check if there's anything like leak worthy. I don't really care anymore. I like don't give a fuck. I'm moving into studio. I'm moving to a studio. The reason being is because like I'm really budgeting and like saving up to try to get my parents a place because they're gonna retire soon. So I decided to cut my rent. So I moved into a studio. But it's a nice studio and it's actually quite a lot of space for me, and I actually don't mind smaller spaces because it's easier for me to like clean. So yeah, and I haven't lived like in a studio before, so it's kind of nice, but I'm just in bed a lot lately, so yeah, responsible adulting. So that's the reason why I downgraded to, like, the time has come. I remember when I was like 19 or like when I was younger, I was like, hey, one day my parents are gonna retire and I'm gonna have to like help them. But yeah, the time has come, so and what was I saying? God, you know, I like got worse at, I say more now, which I need to stop. Yeah, it's a nice layout. I'll show you guys a little bit. I don't want to like leak my view. I also I'm not on a high rise anymore. Like I downgraded, but actually like I'm really happy because my finishes are light, so it's made a huge difference for me. But it goes all the way down there. Like it's a pretty big studio. And then this is where my bed setup is. And then I have like my closet's actually bigger. So actually I think I did really good math, because I feel like it's the same amount of space I had in my last place, but because like when you have like a 1 bedroom, the wall takes up a lot of square footage. I don't know. And then it's really nice because then, oh, the one thing that like my downgrade really sucks is that my kitchen, I need to like install like my own island because I don't have a kitchen island anymore. So there's that, but it's okay. I'm saving money. So yeah, it's a nice place. And I lived in smaller spaces. Like when I lived with Jody and Sid, all of our rooms were pretty small. Like even Jody had the master and her room was still pretty small. So I'm pretty used to it. But yeah, it is big for a studio. I think it's like 700, 600, no, it's like 620 square feet, which is like really big for a studio. I think when I lived in a 1 bed, like when I was 20, like my biggest 1 bed, it was still like 700 square foot. So it's pretty similar. Yeah, I was going to stay in my last apartment, but I had some issues. Like actually, you know the view that I had in my kitchen setup? It seems like it'd be really nice, but it was actually really difficult for me to film during the day because the backlight, okay, here's a little lesson for anyone if you guys do content or film. It's actually really bad to have like a side or backlight, because then like there's so much light being diffused everywhere that if you put a light in front of you, it's barely visible. So I had a hard time. That's why a lot of my like reels were at night. Oh no, my eyelash. We're at nighttime. Yeah, I don't have a balcony, unfortunately. I've always wanted one, and the last time I had one was at like the bigger 1 bedroom I had like a while ago, but it's okay. Now that I'm like, okay, like now that I'm older, like I kind of know what I need versus what I want. I don't really need a balcony. And then stuff I needed, I actually need light finishes. Like my last place had darker floors and I thought it'd be okay, but it destroyed me aesthetically. I hated it. So I was like, I'd rather have less space and have a lighter finishes, but that's a me thing, so yeah. What's your solution to studio when cooking? Yeah, so it has a pretty good ventilation. I tested it. I honestly would try to avoid like deep frying stuff, but the ventilation in my studio is really good and the fan is really good. So I tested all those things so far. I think my biggest con is like, I think my neighbors can probably hear me. I mean, I'm alone, so it doesn't matter, but like, you know, right now I'm like talking to myself, so it's like, I also play music all the time, but it's whatever. How long until you'll be settled to do cooking streamers? Probably like, honestly, like another week or so maybe. I just don't have like a kitchen island, so like, this is what I have right now, and I thought about getting like a stainless steel work table maybe, because I don't know what to do. I'm like still thinking about it. But ironically, it's so weird. I actually have more kitchen storage in my studio than my last place, and I think it's because my last place was so focused on like aesthetic. Like you guys know, I had like a fat island. I had like a side window and everything. Oh my gosh, like I had like no storage in there. I had like 2 cupboards, and then everything else I would have to like bend down and like grab. So this studio has like so many like cabinets. I'm like, thank the fucking Lord. Gavin, thanks for 3 months in a row. Thank you so much. And Bonky, thanks for 33 months. Kevin, thanks for 7 months in a row. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I don't stream often, but like really like for everyone who supports me, like it means so much to me. I love you guys. Do you think you're gonna miss your old place? Probably not. I actually like love my new place already, and Eddie's like really happy too, because Eddie hates like doors. Also sorry, I haven't washed my hair. It's like so gross. But Eddie like loves not having walls or doors, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, I can't hear my neighbors easily, but I think they can hear me easily in the hallway, so I think it's fine. I think it'll be fine. Chef Boy RT, thanks for 1 year. Take a shot every time Jamie touches your hair. I'm so sorry, I touch my hair a lot. I think I literally got like a hate comment that was like, Jamie needs to stop touching her hair. But it's just like doomed, like I just touch my hair. It's so bad. I actually wonder who touches their hair more, me or Aria, and I think it's me, which is like quite unfortunate because she has an excuse because she has bangs. Like if you have bangs, you just have to touch your hair all the time, but yeah. Okay, I'll give you guys a little mini tour without trying to show or dox myself. So this is like, okay, I don't want to give a huge tour. I don't know how much I should show. I'm scared. I just moved in here. Never mind. Oh, I think I'll probably show a lot of it in my vlogs. Like, I'm going to, like... So I was, like, looking at myself and I was like, wow, Jamie, I would fall in love with you. Oh, sorry, I didn't do my dishes. I can't. This is my whiskey. Cheers. I'm just kidding, it's just a tea. Okay. Okay, anyways, I gave you guys a kitchen tour. Oh no, not my meds. Help, I'm such a mess right now, okay. No, it's not whiskey, it's not whiskey. It looks like whiskey though, right? I mean, I do I have whiskey? No, guys, it's so funny. I don't have whiskey. I have Hello Kitty wine. Jamie, I am down bad for Jamie, but I also hate myself at the same time, so it's really funny. Okay, so, I have, wait, let me show you guys, like, how much kitchen storage I have. It's awesome. I don't have an island, but I have so much kitchen storage. So finally, I have a place here to put like all my spices, right? This is what I usually do. This is my strat, okay? I always have my spices like next to my stove because this just makes sense, okay? And then I have like soup flavors in the top. And then the thing is I have way too many sauces. So I have to put it in this, I have this like storage thing here. Like, look at all my sauces, bro. I have a fucking kingdom of sauce. Yes, it's full already. It's full already. And then here I have like all my... It's already full, help. This is like my cookware and then like my cups. And yeah, it's cute. Hi, Tenchi. And then I have even more, like my plates are here. So I have like more space. So it's nice. Ow. Okay, and then here is, so I have any leakables in here? No, this is just my tea stuff. And then like pastas and stuff like that. And then on the bottom here, I have so much storage. This is like my baking stuff. So I still have to reorganize it, but it's all my baking stuff. I don't know if I want it here because I don't really bake that often. And then this is like miscellaneous stuff, like my egg bubble wafer maker. Where are the fruits? Oh, wow. I'm really glad you asked. I have a basket of apples in my fridge. So, yeah. Because, oh my gosh, guys, I haven't talked to you guys in so long. It's because I have a new obsession. My new obsession is making apple crisps. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been going to like culinary classes. I have so much to update you guys on. Yeah, so I've been going to like ooh, I like the lighting in the fridge. So yeah, I've been going to culinary classes, and like one of the desserts I learned was this apple, am I talking too much? It was this apple crisp, and it was so fucking good. Like, holy shit, like, okay, this is, I was like, when I had it, I was like, holy shit, like, I don't know, something about like, I don't know, man, how do I say this? Like, okay, no, never mind. I don't want to say it. Okay, anyways, it was the best apple crisp ever. And then I took the recipe and I made it at home, and it was delicious. And I'm just like obsessed with making apple crisp. So every time I go to the grocery store, I have to say it now. Okay. No, I can't say. I can't say. I know, I'm such a tease. Isn't it your job to talk too much? Yeah, it is my job to talk a lot. Are you ovulating? No, I'm not. I just finished ovulating. Yeah, I don't know. People have been shitting on me because like I had a down. People are like, oh, Jamie's been ovulating for like a month or 2 months. And I'm like, no, like I didn't, like it's more so like a lot of my posts get attention when I'm ovulating because they're spicier. But like I have not been ovulating for 2 months. I should just like put my cycle out. Like you guys should, I just have like a whole like app for it so you guys can like look. Yeah, the comments are funny. I'm like whispering because I'm near my door. I don't want people to hear me. Anyways. Hi, Cup Series. Lily on the Google Calendar. Actually, for the girls out there, I actually started using an app called Stardust. And it's supposed to be like astrology and your cycle, but I don't use the astrology part because it doesn't really have like that much, but it's actually been really accurate in doing my cycle compared to other period apps. So that's really nice. Yeah, no, a tracker for my cycle is really helpful because like I try to not make decisions when I'm like PMSing, like the luteal phase where it's like right before my period, and I try to not make decisions when I'm ovulating. Because I'm like way too horny for my own good. So I try to make decisions, like big life decisions, when I'm in the phase right after my period. That's when like my mind is really, really, really clear. And yeah, that's when I do it. I'm very self-aware. I am. Oh my gosh, I need to like, okay, I know I say this every time, but I feel like I spent my, am I talking too much? I should unpack. But like, I feel like I spent like my first, like, I think like up until 23, I kept thinking like, I have so much to say or so much to like give to the world, but I don't know how to do it. And now I finally reached a point where I'm like, oh, wait, I know exactly what I want to like make and stuff. So I'm really excited to like make content when I'm here. And yeah, I don't know. I've just been like living life. So I have a lot of good lessons and like stuff I want to share with you guys. Don't go to the grocery store when you're hungry. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, if when you're hungry, you don't go to the grocery store. So when I'm like ovulating or PMSing, I make sure not to make decisions. As a guy, I'm very confused. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and you guys want me to explain it to you? I'll explain it to you. Wait, do you guys not know what the cycle is for girls? Do you guys want to know? How do you put off decisions for days? Yeah, I just do. By the way, like K-pop has been so good lately. Being a guy is like ovulating. Okay, so basically, I heard that like a girl's cycle is what guys go through within a day. So let me explain, okay, guys, just to hear me out. Listen, okay. If you're, I don't know why you're here. Like, if you're here because you, even if you just like think I'm hot or something, listen up. I'm gonna teach you guys the cycle. So women have a cycle, and it's basically a whole like a 28 to like 32 days or something like that. And you know how like, well, every guy knows like a woman has her period. That can last like anywhere from like 3 to 7 days depending on the girl. And actually interesting, like, okay, wait, sorry, I'm tangenting already. Okay, so the first phase of the cycle is actually called, wait, what's it called again? The one before ovulating? Follicular. So this is actually right after your period. So you're, okay, I've like argued with people about this, but I think your cycle starts like once you get your period. But I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, anyways, so the first phase is called follicular, and this is when like a woman is at her peak. Like, she's just like, her mind is clear, she has really high energy, she's able to easily do more athletic things and like be more outgoing. So this lasts around like, I think it's like 5 or 6 days. It's different for every woman, but it's around that time. And so this is when like I feel the best. Like, I feel so good. After follicular, it's ovulation. So you're in ovulation phase. This is when you're horny as fuck. Like, your body's just like you need to fucking reproduce right now. So ovulating is like, you have a higher sex drive, and you might feel like more attractive during this time for women. Like you might feel attractive and alluring and stuff. So this lasts around like 5 or 6 days too. For me, it lasts longer, but I've had cycles where like I feel like if I'm really stressed, I just like I'm not that down bad. Anyways, after that, you reach luteal phase, and luteal phase is like literally almost like 2 fucking weeks long. It's like half the month, and luteal phase is when you have lower energy, you're more tired, you have cravings, you might have like headaches, your immune system isn't like as good, and like you just have a lot more fatigue. That's why like honestly there's a lot of girls who like, I feel like when girls are tired, they're tired. Like women really mean it. Like they're just exhausted. So especially in that phase, you might be more tired. And then you get your period. That's like the 4th phase, and that could be like 3 to 7 days. And for me, it's different. Or for every girl, it's different. For me, like the first 2 days, I'm like really tired. But then after like on the 3rd day of my period, that's when my like good phase starts. So yeah, you feel good. Who is that? A+. You Pot River. You get an A in the class. Good job. So actually the theory is, I don't think this is like scientifically proven, but it's a really interesting connection. But they say that as women experience that within a month, men actually experience that during a day. So a common experience for men, like correct me if I'm wrong, but if it feels like it resonates with you, is like in the morning and afternoon, you have like 3 hours of just like focus, and you're like really good clarity, focus, you're locked in. And then like in the afternoon, you start to get like really sleepy, like around like 5 to 7, or like maybe like 6 to 7 hours after you wake up, you get really sleepy. And then at night, like you're just like down bad as fuck, like you're just horny as fuck at night. And then it like repeats. So apparently guys like experience that, which kind of would make sense, because like a lot of times, like I don't know, like I do think guys are like really tired at night. But of course everyone's different. Like you could, like I know girls on birth control who just don't really have a cycle anymore, and it's helped them a lot. So every body is different. But yeah, for guys, that's like, I saw it somewhere, but I don't know how like scientifically proven it is, but I thought it was interesting. Down bad in the morning. Yeah, I think the reason guys get down bad in the morning, oh, let me Google it. Why do guys get horny in the morning? There's like a reasoning for this. Oh yeah, your testosterone levels. So your testosterone levels are like changing, and they're frequently high in the morning. I don't know what the reasoning is though. Wow, it says that if you sleep longer and deeper, you have higher testosterone levels. It says physical stimulation. If you and your partner accidentally touch or graze your genitals, your body may respond with an erection. Wow, thank you, Google. Okay, so apparently, like throughout the day, right? Like men release an anti-erection chemical to prevent erections at inappropriate times. So I guess in the morning, because you're more relaxed, you're more likely to have an erection. That actually makes a lot of sense. I think like things that happen to our body are very mental. Like no joke. Like funny horny talk aside, like it's actually crazy how much mental. Birth control doesn't completely get rid of your cycles. It depends on what birth control you're taking. Like if you're taking the one with like the placebo week, I think you should still have a proper cycle. But I think birth control, like the concept of it is that you're tricking your body so that it doesn't ever go into ovulation. But I don't know if that's true. Do you ovulate on birth control? No, you don't ovulate on birth control. So it stops ovulation from happening. That's how birth control works. So I don't know how that affects the cycle actually. But yeah, mental. Okay, well, okay, since we're here, like your mental health affects your libido and like your body's reaction. So like it can affect your skin, it can affect like your erections, it can affect like, I don't know if I'm, yeah.
So yeah, your mental can affect all those things. So it's important for you to like. That's why guys are you likely will get an erection more if you're relaxed. So like okay, like that's why you shouldn't shit on yourself if you can't like if you're like if you're like in your teens or whatever, if you can't get hard during a situation, maybe you're just nervous. I'm just trying to educate guys. I'm not trying to like talk about you know, if this is you guys, we should talk about these things. It's very normal. It's very normal. But yeah, that's probably why erections are more common in the morning. And then for women too, I mean, for all humans, mental is so important. That's why I love studying or listening to neurology podcasts and books, because it's so interesting, like how much your brain it contributes to everything. It's crazy. Hey Google, lower volume by 2. It's talking over me. We moved from Jamie's psychology class to sex ed. Yeah, these are important things to know. I mean, yeah, like, I mean, everyone like turns on an incognito tab and like Googles weird stuff, and then you check on Reddit and like everyone's asked the same question. So yeah, the side part, oh my gosh, I hate my hair like this, but like I haven't washed it in a while, so yeah, I'm pretty educated in in both, in every human. Like I think it's because I listen to a lot of like podcasts and I read random shit, so I just like randomly learn stuff about like health and not health, but how does birth control help in a regular period? Birth control, I guess it depends on every single person. I actually hear that it like for other people it made their period like irregular, but when it comes to birth control, there's so many different types, and actually like for me in my experience, I've really struggled with like hormonal birth control, and every single birth control has like different levels of, I think it's progestin, birth control. It's estrogen and progestin. Am I saying that right? There's 2 hormones in it. And so they have different levels of it. So your body might react to something better or worse that has higher estrogen or like higher progestin. I feel like I'm saying progestin wrong. But yeah, I actually like tried so much. I was like on an IUD, and IUD was terrible for me, like awful. But I know a lot of people have good experience with IUD, but to be honest, like the rate, I would say like it's like a 60% happy rate and a 40% bad rate. And then I've people, like a lot of girls have gotten like the arm birth control, which is like they literally put like a little stick in your arm. I've heard horror stories for that too, but I've heard really good things about like the aftermath for that. But yeah. And then there's like the patch, which is like, it works essentially like a nicotine patch, and you just put it on your skin. And I used to have that, especially because like it helps with irregular periods too. And it can help people with acne as well. But everyone is different. Like I'm pretty sensitive to birth control, so I had to like try a lot. But yeah, progesterone. I don't know how to say it. Progestin. Is birth control worth it? I think it depends, because a lot of women get birth control to regulate their periods and their hormonal cycle, and actually like not ovulating might help them with their skin. So it really depends. Like I've heard really good stories of people going on birth control and a lot of things are regulated, and then I've heard like personally for me, like I've had worse conditions on birth control, like, and it would fuck with my mental health more than I understood. But I went on a pretty low, how the fuck do I say this word?
Progestin.
That's what I said. Okay, I went on a pill that had lower progestin. Why does it sound so wrong? And that helped me a lot. But yeah, my IUD was not it. Actually, if you're gonna get an IUD, I highly recommend looking at the sizes of the IUD, because I think I fucked up by getting the Mirena. Like, you should just, and make sure you go to a good gynecologist, and make sure they're not just like giving you like a copy paste birth control. Like a lot of doctors will do that, and you really have to like, once you try one birth control, every single day you should write down what you're feeling and how you're like feeling physically and mentally, and keep a good track of it. And then I also recommend this for anything, like even for guys actually, like, or anyone, right? Like when you start taking a new vitamin, or you have something new in your life, changes, like writing down your mood every single day and physical stuff, you can track down like what exactly makes you feel good or what makes you like feel like shit. So that's helped me a lot. That's why like I'm like, oh, getting older is kind of nice, because I have so much data, like you know yourself the best, so I have so much data from the past, kind of thing. Amazing Con, Can, thank you for 17 months in a row. It's Can, right? I feel like I always say Con and correct me. Thank you so much, my love. Doesn't that shit hurt? Dude, when I fucking got my IUD okay, first of all, okay, let me tell you my IUD story, okay? I go into the fucking gynecologist's office and I'm like, oh damn, this is gonna be so smooth. Like I just didn't do enough research, and I just did it, right? I go in, and when you go into the gynecologist, you sit on like this chair, and like your legs, like literally, like the seat like goes up and your legs go like this. So like literally your shit is like, you know, because the doctor needs to see it, it has to be clear. So I'm like there and stuff like that. She fucking takes out this like can opener looking thing, and I'm like, oh okay, fuck me, bro, like literally. And then she starts talking about like her son, and how her son like plays I think it was like League of Legends or Fortnite. This was like years ago. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's talk about her son who plays League of Legends. And then I realized why she was talking about her son. It's because she wanted to distract me from the fucking can opener looking shit that she was putting up my parts. And it was so painful. Like, but that wasn't even the worst part. Like after it was done, I don't know why, but something about her putting the IUD in me like made my uterus like, and all my stomach like turn, and I instantly had like explosive diarrhea, so I had to go to the bathroom, and I was just like there for like half an hour just like shitting my fucking pants. And the worst part is like it was one of those doctor's office where like it was not soundproof, so I'm pretty sure people heard me just like fucking shitting my pants. And 30 minutes later, they like came back and they were like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And then like on my way home, I had the worst fucking cramps of my fucking life. And it was so bad. Like, and then in the next few weeks, like I just had terrible cramps. There was one time where I was in like an Uber and I was getting cramps, and I legit, like guys, I'm really cheap. Like I grew up like family struggling, okay? We don't fucking like, I know the tip where it's like if I'm ever lying down on the street, you don't call an ambulance because that shit's like $3K. You call a motherfucking Uber. Like that's how cheap I am. And I was in that Uber and I was like, holy shit, I might need to go to the ER. Like I might legit need to go to the ER because my cramps were that fucking bad. And you would expect the story to get better. But then I kept my IUD for 2 years, and I think I just like went crazy for 2 years without knowing it. Like it fucked up my mental, and I had cramps like every few days for 2 years. And then I went to Taiwan. I went to a gynecologist there, and I think it was better for me because they're more familiar with like Asian bodies versus here. I just went to like, that's another thing you have to be careful about. Like your body's just different, and especially in America, I don't get to always go to like someone who like specializes in like, I guess like Asian bodies or something. So then when I went to the one in Taiwan, they looked at it and they were like, oh, you can't have this, like this is not compatible with your body, you need to take this out as soon as possible. Like they were shocked that like my gynecologist kept it in there, and then they took it out, and oh my gosh, it was like I was a different person. Like I felt happiness again. It was crazy. It was not worth it for me. Like it was my fault for like keeping it in for so long. But I have heard people who try IUD and they like it. To be honest, like I think if it worked out for me, it would have been worth the initial first pain and the explosive diarrhea in the doctor's office. But because it wasn't worth it for me. But it's just a learning experience. Like you just never know. I had him for 2 years, which was like crazy. I just kept thinking it was gonna get better because whenever when you have birth control, they tell you like, oh, wait a year, wait a month, wait 2 months, wait 6 months. Like they'll always tell you that, but you have to listen to your own body. And I just didn't listen to my own body. I was like, you know what? It works for everyone. Like maybe it'll work for me, but you can't. You have to like listen to your own body. Hi Swamp. Yeah, 2 years. I'm on the pill now. So like I've tried the patch and like the patch just makes me like fucking crazy. Like Harley Quinn type shit. Like I literally stopped feeling empathy. Oh my god, I was like such a hot mess. Like on the patch, it's like a nicotine patch occasionally. No, I'm not even fucking kidding you guys. Like I literally thought like when I was on the patch, I'm gonna say this now because we're out in the open, but I was genuinely concerned that I might have like cyclothymia, which like the doctor kind of said I might have, which is like a really milder case of like BPD3. But I think it was my patch. But I do think like if I were to continue on that patch, I would have like continued to have symptoms of cyclothymia. So yeah, it's like a nicotine patch for birth control. So now I'm on the pill and it's been working great because I like fought for it. I was like, I went to like the gyno and I was like, I really need like a lower progestin pill because I realized like with all this data I had with like the Mirena IUD and then the patch that I had, I was like, these are pretty high in progestin, and I was like searching alternatives. So then I did that and that's been working out for me pretty well. And I like it too because without birth control, my periods are really irregular. So then if I have it, it's just kind of like more consistent. So yeah, no, cyclothymia. I didn't even know it was a thing until I talked to my doctor about it, but yeah. I think for 1 year in a row. Okay, well anyways, that's oh no, IUDs can affect your weight. Like I hate it when a gyno like invalidates you because every single person is different. And I definitely, oh, you know why I stayed on the fucking patch, guys? Even though I was batshit crazy on the patch, I stayed because they made my boobs bigger. So like every single morning I would wake up like feeling so crazy and I'd be like, damn, but I like my boobs. I was like, damn, which one should I do? And then like, okay, it's not worth it. Like it's just not worth it. Like the moment I got off the patch, like I was happier, I felt better. Like if you don't feel good in life, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter about the externals. So it was not worth it for me, but that is exactly why I stay on the patch for a bit. So yeah, it can definitely affect your weight. And then I noticed on the patch, like people do have like, it was something a common thing, like the patch that I was using. But thank you for the 10 gifted subs, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ivy, for the sweet message. Oh yeah, monthly injections is a thing, huh? Wow, let me know like how that works for you. Are you in your house? I'm in a new apartment. I'm in a new studio. I like downgraded to a studio because my parents are retiring soon and I gotta buy them a house. So I'm fucking budgeting. Like I knew this day would come. So now I'm like, yeah, it's time. I have to be an adult and like, yeah, I basically, in this studio, I got like all my needs like met and there's a lot of wants that I couldn't have, but it's totally fine. Yeah. Is that a side effect or something? No, I definitely had bigger boobs. I definitely did. I was like, every morning I checked. I heard the pill changes who you find attractive. I don't think so. I think my biggest flex is like, I generally don't really like, I have a really good people radar. So ever since I was like 12, 13, I already I think I experienced like one red flag guy and then I just knew. So I have a pretty good radar. But to be honest, like sometimes I see my friends who have like a terrible radar, like just go for like the reddest flags and it's so entertaining. So it might be affecting my mental health. Yeah, it's really good to like every single month or every single day write down how you're feeling. This is like really good for everything because like you might be able to pinpoint like exactly what it is that's like making you feel weird in life. Yeah, I mean, that's my knowledge. Whenever you guys say that I'm educating you, I don't know about that. Like, I can imagine, like, birth control professor reacts to iGumdrop's education on Twitch. I'm more just like your guys' friend, you know, who like stuff I kind of know. But obviously, you need to check for yourself and don't always blindly trust doctors. Like, take what they say, unless you have a really good doctor. Like, I can tell some doctors are like, they really focus per client. But if you feel like your doctor is like giving you a cookie cutter, like, I think it's a red flag when you go into a doctor's office and they ask you like 3 questions and they prescribe you something, unless it's like the common cold. But that's like such a red flag. Like, I'm just like, you're not gonna ask me like how my sleep is. And I only knew this once I kind of like went to a decent doctor, and he asked me way too many questions. Like, he was getting personal, but he at least kind of like helped. A physical attraction. Oh, I mean, when I'm ovulating, I can find anything attractive. Like, it's bad. So on birth control, you essentially like don't ovulate. And I wasn't on birth control for like this whole year. Now I am, because I'm like testing new ones, but yeah. Maybe no more ovulating, Jeannie. The weirdest thing I was attracted to, I think like one time I was really down bad. This was during the pandemic. And like, I was living with Jody and Sin, and I like opened the freezer and I saw like these like banana popsicles. And I was like, damn, like, I was like, yeah, those look really good right now. And then like, yo guys, ovulating is so bad. Like, you just, everything is like, wow. And then like, my Instagram feed knows when I'm ovulating. It's weird. Like my reels. Bye, thank you for 72 months in a row. Yankee Kalanta, thank you for the prime stuff. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Yokiyo, hi Jake, thanks for 60 months in a row. Thank you. Yeah, I should unpack, but I just really like talking to you guys right now. I can unpack anytime. You know, it's so funny. Like, every time I end my stream, I'm like, oh, fuck, I overshared. And then I just turn on stream to do it again. But it's fine. Like, this stuff doesn't go on my Instagram. Like, it's just, like, for you guys. Like, Twitch is different, you know? Your place is nice. Thank you! It's cheaper than my last place, so I'm, like, I don't know. I'm excited to, like, I don't know, have adult things to do now. Got to save money for my parents when they can retire. And my parents had me pretty late, too. They had me, my mom had me when she was 35. So I feel like for me, time is ticking. Like, if my parents had me when I was like, when they were like 25, I think I'd have like legit 10 more years. But like, my parents had me late, so I feel like a lot of pressure, but I think it's okay. I like feel good about downgrading. There's nothing worse than like when I'm stressed about like, I don't know, stressed about like expenses and stuff. Jamie frugal era. I'm pretty frugal in general, but yes, it's my frugal era. You know, my parents are older, so they're than me, so yeah. I mean, it's like if my mom had me 10 years earlier, it wouldn't have been me, so it's fine. Like, this is just like, I see it in a way where it's like, oh, this is how it was meant to be. But yeah. Had my daughter at 33, hope she wants to take care of me when I'm older. I think she will. Like, I feel a lot of, she's the first, like, older daughters will always, like, their sole purpose is to make sure their family's happy. I have carried that with me no matter what. Like, even if I'm like out fucking partying and stuff like that, like, there's still a part of me that's like, oof, kind of make sure my parents are happy. So Nami, thanks for 3 months in a row. Thank you. You seeing anyone? I'm seeing you guys. Real done. Thank you for the biddies. My doctor would end with, if you have anything else you want to talk about, feel free to text my office and we'll respond. Is that good? It's like attentiveness. I have a little brother, so yeah, I kind of like need to take care of him too. He's doing really good now, but like I've always like growing up, I was like, okay, gotta take care of my parents. And then my brother is like really satisfying because he's just, I see parts of him that like came out because of me. Like he's just very sweet and good person, and like it makes me happy. So yeah, I have a little brother. Would you have kids older since you were born to older parents? Guys, honestly, I've thought about like just pumping one out early and then calling it a day. And then that way, like when they're like 18 and like grown, I'll still be kind of like young, you know? Like I could be like a hot MILF. I thought about it. I was like, damn, should I just go the MILF route? Like, I can't do that. But yeah, I thought about that. I was like, maybe I should just pump one out like now while like, you know, I have energy for it. But it's just thoughts. Imagine that poor kid finding this clip. No, I would be such a good mom. Like that's the reason why I want kids. It's because I know I'd be a fire mom. I just want to like, I'd be a good mom. But yeah, I've been like, okay, so yeah, I don't know. I'm like really excited to get older. Okay, like literally any girls out there, I need to make a video on this, but any girls out there who are like, you know, when you're like 23, 24, you're just like, fuck, I'm getting old kind of thing. But then like I've hit this point where I'm like, oh wow, like actually getting older is like kind of hot. And for me, like, I don't know, there's like so many good like hot older women. I'm like, it's lit. Tristan, thanks for the sub. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think like, okay, here's like a really deep take and it's a little heavy. But I think getting older is more difficult when you're not living your life the way you want to. And the moment I started living my life the way I wanted to, getting older was more like a blessing. Like I could live my life. And so if you have a huge like feeling like, man, like I fucking hate getting older, blah blah blah, like I think there might be areas where you deserve more, like put yourself first more and like really figure that out. But take your time with it, you know. Parkshin Day is 34 and she's pretty fucking hot. She's pretty hot. Let me think about my favorite. There's a lot of hot older women. I was looking at like Gloria from Modern Family. Sorry, my neighbors are like rowdy. Oh, dude, like this, my floor is like, I have some weird people on my floor. Anyways, yeah, I moved already. This is my new place, so. Wait, what was I talking about? What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Gloria from Modern Family, she's like so fucking hot. She's like 50 something. Oh my gosh. I think he was just like running. I don't know. I just heard a guy go like, oh, days. Okay, how's your guys' life been? Any more updates from me? I've still been going to Pilates. I've been going to culinary classes, which have been fun. I almost like signed up for like a 7th, 8-month program, and in the end I would have gotten like a chef certificate and everything. I decided not to do it because it's not really, like, I'm not really gonna do anything with it. So, but I'm still taking like classes because it's really fun. Okay, since I'm like talking to you guys, I'm gonna like charge my phone. I might as well, and then like we can pack. I made a branzino in cooking class. That was really fun. And then my apple crisps are like so good. Oh, you know my favorite song now? Hey Google, play Clockshun by G Idol. This is my favorite song. power outage in my neighborhood right now. Oh my gosh. I want to learn this dance. It's like so good. Hey Google, raise volume by 1. Suhwa? I don't know how to say her name. Oh my gosh, she's like so pretty. I love her. I actually like love G-Idol right now. I don't know, their vibes are just like... You made a good omurice? Oh my gosh. Oh yes, also, I should do it like sometime this week once I'm settled in, but I'm making like a new Discord and it's a public Discord, so you don't have to be a sub to join, but it's application based and we're gonna be really strict because I want the vibes to be like fucking immaculate. So it's gonna be application based and we're gonna let in like 50 people first, like really slowly to kind of like keep the vibes good. And like I had a few like members of my community help me make it and they did like an amazing job. So yeah, it's like really fun. Like I have a lot of fun stuff in there. There's like a channel you can like listen to music together in and stuff. So yeah, it's really fun. Keone has to review my application. I don't know if Keone can review applications, but we have like 3 people reviewing applications. I'm probably gonna review some on stream maybe. That'd be fun. Are you gonna see them on their tour? I would love to. Fuck, I want to. I want to see G-Idol and IU. Those are like my I want to see. It's very intimate, yeah. I want like an intimate place because I realize like I really like the people that like support me, and I feel like you guys would get along with each other. So I wanted to make a space where you guys could just like talk, because I kind of have that on my private Instagram, but like you guys can't really communicate on there. So I was like, maybe I'll do a Discord server. Apollo, thank you for 84 months. Thank you. Okay, I won't be completely unproductive. I'm gonna wipe out all my stuff. Jojo Vovo, thank you for the sub. Thank you, Jojo Vovo. And Joster, thank you so much. My little raver. Wow, you're a raver now. Well, you're making a room tour. I'm going to I have a new camera. So, and Pokey got me the creamiest fucking lens for my birthday, so I'm so excited. This isn't the lens, this is the basic lens, but she got me a creamy ass, the lens I really wanted, my dream lens. So I'm gonna vlog a lot more. So all my vlogs, you can thank Pokey for the lens. When are you throwing a housewarming party at your studio apartment for tier 3 subs? Literally never. Sorry to my tier 3 subs. Literally never. Hi Julian, thanks for 67 months. Pokey is a little sugar mama. My hot sugar mama. Strats for moving. Ooh. Look at my Missy. Cute, huh? It's you could punch it and it's fine. My keyboard. My high ground keyboard. I love to squeeze and hit things. You know why girls like to do that? Because the world is really hard and we have a lot of pent up anger. So that's all we can really do. I have a lot of wires. I guess I'll Clorox these actually. Where are my Clorox wipes? Oh, I had to clear this box. I have this like IKEA, this is from my IKEA bed, so I need to put it in. This is not my first night. It's like, honestly, I've been in bed a lot because I had, oh wait, I went to Italy. Did I tell you guys that? I'm like, didn't stream for 1 month. Yeah, I went to Italy. So, I went to Italy for like a Giorgio Armani event, and it was like so fucking beautiful. And I went for like 48 hours. Almost missed my flight, had a few like mess ups. And then after Italy, I moved, like I had to pack, and then I moved to my new place, and then I had Anime Expo for 4 days. So I was like, that whole entire week, I just could not rest. I was just like on the go, like constantly. And another thing that's like so exhausting is like, I legit think the most exhausting thing ever is like getting ready and like needing to look pretty. And I had to do that for like the whole week. It was fucking exhausting. And then on top of that, like I had so much physical labor, like so much physical labor to do, and a lot of like walking and stuff. So I was so tired. So like the last week, I've just like been perpetually in bed. Like also my bed setup is like so fucking cute now. Let me show you guys. I didn't make my bed, but like I have like this cubicle divider. Okay, it's really messy, sorry. And then that's my bed right there. And then I got the it's just an IKEA bed, but I just like literally am constantly in that corner sleeping. So there's that. But so I live in a studio, so like it better, yeah, I need like all this space, and my closet's there, and then my desk is here, and my vanity's here. I still probably want to move stuff around, and I have my kitchen there. So now I'm in a studio, and it's really nice. Like I really like it. I'm like really digging my studio vibes. So my bed doesn't smell when I cook. The fan is pretty good, and my ventilation in my place is really good. I try to like test it when I before I got the place. I might like, for my really intense cooking, I might get like one of those like portable fan things. Where did you get the desk? This desk is actually from Autonomous. I like it, but there's pretty good like standing desk competitors. So it was like $500, and I feel like you might be able to find a better one for like $300 maybe, or like just around the same. So the reason I got this one is because like I like the curve, because I feel like with my ADHD, if my desk is like a rectangle, I tend to ignore the sides. So I like this one because it's like it folds in, but at the same time it'll never be flush to the wall, so it's kind of annoying. Like it'll never be flush to the wall, so it does like take up more space, so it's not like the most space efficient desk. But I'm not really like a functional person. I just choose aesthetic over here. Yeah, I like my autonomous desk. I do like it. And then all of my furniture is IKEA pretty much. Like I actually tried to like become like to get better furniture, but it's so weird because affordable furniture is like IKEA, and then it jumps. Like there's like no middle ground. I guess there is maybe middle ground, but it feels like for the aesthetic I want, it's either IKEA or fucking like a 2K West Elm product. So like the jump is so crazy. I was like, should I start a furniture company? Like holy shit. Yeah, my studio is still pretty expensive, but it's not as bad. Like I'm getting a decent deal, and which makes me feel good because I just have to like prepare. Tips on how to budget. I think like my biggest tip is not to run away, because like I have ADHD, and I think it was easy for me to run away from like finance stuff, especially because like I think have some flexibility and leeway. Well, actually when I was 18, 19, 20, I was really good about money. Like I researched a lot about money and like investments and stuff like that. I think from like 21 to 23, that's when I was like really struggling with how I like grew up, and like you really like start figuring out how your childhood affects the way you look at money. And so for me, like I always have a scarcity mindset. Like it's actually harder for me to make investments or even like invest in projects a lot, because like when you grow up without money, you just feel like everything's really scarce. And so like that's why they say like the rich get richer and the poor just like stay, because it's really hard when you're in a scarcity mindset to like invest and take risks, which I struggled a lot with like from 21 to 24, because my personality is so like risk takey, and like everything I wanted to do in life was so like risky. But at the same time, I had like so much of this like childhood like what's it called, conditioning. And like that's why I think like in your early 20s you should go easier on yourself, because I mean even in your mid 20s, like you're just figuring things out, and you're not even, you haven't even set your foundation yet, and that's what your 20s is about. It's about figuring out your foundation. So that was nice for me to like kind of recognize. Yeah, so I should stream more, because anything I buy for stream, it's technically an investment. So that's why I order food when I stream, because it's like deductible. But yeah, so you guys are good for me, because then I get to order food. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink from my fridge. Do you guys want anything? Let's see what we have. Okay, I have a ton of vitamin water and Judy, a Coca-Cola. I have an Asha boba tea. This was an accident, so you want the single Sprite. Yeah, no, not happening. This is what I got from Italy for myself. Oh, sorry, Paris, actually, because I had a layover in Paris, and it's like, why does my arm look so freakishly long? God, I only have one hand. Okay, fuck it, it's just really pretty macaroons. Oh my god, I stole a bucket of kimchi from Hayden. Like Hayden, he does like cooking content, and like I stole a bucket of kimchi from him, and it's so fucking good. It's like, oh, so good. I want to show you guys. Okay, well, I have to open it. It smells so good. Looks like my fridge full of drinks, dude. Well, look who decided to show up. I have a lot of vitamin water. How do I turn my camera off max? You guys are like way too max right now. I have American cheese. Sometimes if I'm like bored, I'll just eat a slice of this. This is my sauces. I have Japanese mayo, whipped cream, soy sauce. Well, actually, these are not all my sauces. These are all my sauces. I'm a chef. It's a lot of vitamin water. Okay, yeah, so what do you guys want to drink? I would say you should drink my vitamin water. Why isn't it focusing? You'll have tap water. I actually only have like Kirkland bottles from Costco because I can't drink tap water. What the fuck? Wait some more, it's so blurry. How do you get work done as someone with ADHD? I have multiple ways of getting work done. And I think my best tip is to stop being too hard on yourself. Like, try to think logically on how to improve your environment to be more ADHD friendly instead of like shitting on yourself for being a piece of shit. Because anyone with ADHD spends half their time like complaining about themselves. Like, they just like are beating themselves up for being a piece of shit. And like, that was me forever. And I still do that. Hello? Oh, there you go. No, I don't have banana popsicles in my freezer. Yeah, so for me, okay, for ADHD, I need to make a video about this too, but I think for me, I really have to love the part of me that has ADHD and like accept the good parts it brings to me, because otherwise I was just shitting on myself for having ADHD. And also, you have to be like totally fucking for real, like straight up. My blunt advice is like, you have to try to avoid yourself from being trapped in the fact that ADHD is a limitation. It is, and it's a huge struggle, and it like really can inconvenience your life. Like, especially when I lose stuff or when things happen to me, I'm like, fuck, it's because I have ADHD, and it's really easy to like beat yourself up. But you really need to like love your ADHD, and the more you spiral into like, oh, like I have ADHD and it's like fucking my life up, it's harder. It gets a lot harder. So for me, like, taking a break from that and just like being a little kinder about it to myself helped a lot. Is there a fog on the lens? Oh, maybe. Oh, because my camera's broken. Wait, I went to the fridge for a drink and I didn't even get myself anything. Oh wow, it's really dark. Oh yeah, I have ADHD, that's why. Certified freak, 10 days a week. Wait, what was I here for? Okay, I know what I was here for, that's a joke. I'm gonna get my vitamin water. What else would you like to teach us? I don't know. Just ask me questions, I guess. I love it. You guys are like making me feel like a teacher. I also just have a lot of good ADHD hacks. Like, novelty is a great thing for ADHD. So if you like, I would take turns implementing different things from like different books or podcasts all the time, and it's totally okay if you want to like change up the way you like go about everyday life. Also, I just do well in chaos. Like, with someone with ADHD, like sometimes it's easier for me to like throw myself into situations. Like, if I have too much time to think, it's not very good. Does your ADHD symptoms change with cycle times? Definitely. Like, I think because of ADHD. Wow, that's a really good question. Like, you were listening. Wow, so good. Coffee delight. For example, like during my follicular phase, when I'm really clarity is good, everything, that's when I make really good decisions. And my ADHD makes me like so creative. I'm like flourishing in creativity. So every time you guys see me like post a really good reel, it's likely from my follicular phase, or like honestly, like, all my content like comes from the fact that I have ADHD. So like there's just moments where I'm like, you know, when you're in bed like in the morning. Oh, actually, there's also two types of people. Let me know which one you guys are. But there's the first type of person feels a lot of creativity at night, and you might have more thoughts running at nighttime. Like right before you fall asleep, you think of a really good idea and you jolt up and you have to like write it down. And a second type of person has it during the morning. So which one are you guys? I'm morning, which is like fucking inconvenient, but I always jolt up to like, you know, when you're like, oh my god, where the hell is that shirt that I loved? Yeah, so if you're nighttime, you're more likely to have like insomnia, and it's harder for you to fall asleep. And if you have morning, I feel like you're more likely to have like morning anxiety, because you're in such a relaxed state, and then it like turns on, and that's why you like jolt out of bed or like you wake up with a lot of anxiety. So actually your nighttime routine and your morning routine are really, really important. Don't listen to me because I don't even like, I'm not even good at implementing it. Like my night routine and morning routine is shit, but that's why it's really good like to collect yourself in the morning and at nighttime. Nighttime when I stay up all night, I ruin my schedule. Yeah. So they're both pretty bad, but yeah, they're just different. Like in the morning, I cut my sleep early. I always wake up with anxiety. Krika, hi. Are you making food today? No. Did I move and just no? We just moved around the same time. A good cleaning tip I have. Not me giving you guys advice, I don't do, but I think like 10 minutes of cleaning a day is like really overpowered. Like it's better to clean like in little bursts. I'm not like that though. For morning anxiety, oh gosh. There's like differences, like if your anxiety or something in your life is happening, like you're getting a feeling from just your feelings, like you just generally are more exposed to morning anxiety, then I think things like morning routine would help. But for me, a lot of my morning anxiety came from when I was really stressed about something in life and I had to like dig deeper for that. So I think it really depends on like what you're going through. But I will say like in the morning, like not being on your phone for like 2 hours is really important. But that's like a privilege, it's a luxury. Like a lot of people just have to wake up and go to work. You can't like not go on your phone, or you have to see maybe like your work is time sensitive, so you have to check your phone. So it's not a lot of, you have to figure out a way that like it works for you. Like if you can wake up 15 minutes earlier and like take a walk, that would help a lot too. So it's a balance. So I have a hair care routine. Oh, I actually thought about dyeing my hair soon. I was gonna dye it red because it's the only color I haven't done yet. Oh my god, Neo, that's so sweet. I don't even think I'm like, well, like I know I'm successful, but I think because I have pressure like to take care of my family, like I'm just like rushing myself. Like that's another thing I've struggled with, is like I have to like force myself to like be happy with where I've come, because my time pressure is so strong that I end up just like not feeling happy with where I am. But yeah, I really want to do that. Like I've learned so much. That's why I want to make like YouTube videos and like share all my learnings with you guys, because I learned so much just like being a woman, like and having like ADHD and like growing up without money, but I still chose like content creation. Like I chose such a risky career, and like I took so many risks. Like I have a lot to share. I want to share with you guys. And it's just like I just went through so much shit like the last like 5 years, like mentally, because like, you know, like I don't know, I was just like dealing with like my mental health and stuff. But now I'm like good. Like I feel like I'm like I've really built a good like internal foundation for myself. So now I'm like really excited. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do red. I'll see. Maybe like I can't pull oranges off. Like I look terrible in orange. I think I can do a cool tone raspberry red. So not like a warm one, but like a cool tone. Like I think I can do that. But yeah, I am going to TwitchCon, and I think it's gonna be boothing there. We're gonna be in the artist alley. It's just gonna be a small booth, but I think it's gonna be near the meet and greet, so pretty easy to find. And I will definitely be at TwitchCon. So yeah, I'm excited to see you guys. Well, actually, my color theory told me not to do red because I get a lot of redness in my cheeks, so it might bring it out. But I have a feeling I'll look good in red, and I think it matches my energy right now. Like I was thinking about it, and I was like, damn, I don't want to bleach my hair pink because I think it's just like too much attention for me right now. But like I still want, like I'm so bored of the brown. Like I was like looking at my Instagram feed, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like so bored. So I was like, what's a good color? I feel like a dark red I would like. It's like kind of like in the middle. Not It's a Una red. More like I really like Shuhwa's red in G Idol, but maybe a little cooler tone. The color analysis, like you don't have to listen to it too much. I feel like
your style matters more. But color is like, you could listen to it, but like if you like color, just wear it. It's not a huge deal. How did you find your stress limit? I didn't. I think there's like, I think there's a good balance. Like, I decided like it's okay if I put myself in stressful moments in my 20s. I was like, you know what? I have the health for it. Like, I have like the brain power for it. Like, it's okay. Like, I think for me, I try to dedicate myself to like pushing myself as much as I can, but I also have pretty low lows, so I'm pretty sure that has something to do with it. I think it's all about finding what works for you, because I know amazing people who are just so consistent and like they don't have to burn themselves out. But I think like being a creative, or if you're working on something that is your own, you're going to experience burnout, but it's also just a part of the progress and the journey. So yeah, I think life is really like so much balances, but it's hard to balance it all. Oh, these are 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. I loved Yuna's red, actually. I'm gonna grab a snack. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't grab a snack. Oh goodness, so my appetite. I have an appetite and I have a yappetite. I'm not even packing. Who's your favorite person that you don't collab with enough? Ah, fuck. I have an answer for this. I don't know who. Honestly, I wish I should just do more stuff with my friends, like Aria, Lily, Jess. Like, I think I'm gonna make that, and I'm gonna put an effort into trying to do that more. But it's just hard because we're all like doing our own things, so yeah, it's like hard sometimes to get people together. But I also just like have a lot of people I want to collab with, like Instagram wise, like people who do shorts and reels. Like, there's so many creators I want to collab with. And then I'm also running this company and Echo and like moving, and it's just a lot. My life is a lot, but yeah. A Just Friends reunion, that would be really difficult. I don't think that's happening. That would be really difficult. Maybe the girls. We could definitely get the girls back together. I feel like Sydney is someone I should do more content with. Like, I don't think Sydney and I have done a lot of content together. So Sydney is definitely someone I want to do more content with. I have like a few TikToks I want to film. Oh yeah, OTV is doing like a cafe pop-up. You guys should check that out if you're in LA. I'm gonna go to that too. Yeah, I think it's true. Like, I struggled a lot when I was younger, and so now I'm like, I think I learned a lot. But yeah, you're sweaty from making that anime expo. There was no one that was in particularly sweatier than I thought. No worries, sweat is normal. It's also just hot in there, so. My egg sandwich video? I have an egg sandwich video, do I? Oh, yeah, my bacon, egg, and cheese. Oh, thank you. Hi, Red Oppo. Hi. I saw your eggs, but you were busy. No, I'm so sorry. I was also really tired at AX. Like, my energy was not the best. Because I was, like, moving. I came back from Italy. I was jet lagged. Like, not very good. Yeah, I had a lot going on. Do you have any videos about starting your company? I wish I documented it more. Like, I went through a lot of hardship that I wish I documented. I think I'm going to like talk about it more, like just like in general, going into like entrepreneurship or like starting your own thing. Especially, there was like, I think the first 2 years, like I really struggled, and it's a lot of work. I actually, like, it's not that I never not recommend building a company or like a brand. I recommend it because I know that if you're not,
it's so much execution that if you're not set for it, it's not gonna happen. So I always like encourage people, like, try, like, you know, see what happens. But I think a lot of people like can't commit to it, understandably, because it's a lot of fucking investment and risk take. And I notice like people who start up companies or entrepreneurship, they're either like they have so much grit from struggle that they're willing to go through it, or they're like lucky enough to have a lot of resources to be able to comfortably go through it. So if you're somewhere in the middle, or if you have any, like, it's really, I know people say like chase your dreams, but it's a lot harder than it seems, because you have to like take risks and stuff, and some people just have obligations, you know. So it's something I'm really grateful for, that it worked out for me. You were too shy to say hello. Say hello to me. It's like, I enjoy like 80-90% of the people I meet. To be honest, like, it's just the ones that I feel like objectify me that I really don't like, or like if like there's, you know, yeah. But most people I meet in person like are amazing. It makes me so happy to meet. Sometimes I just want like a genuine interaction, and like sometimes I just feel like people just like, I don't know, like want a photo or something, which is fine. It's just like, I wonder if they even like know who I am. Hi, Mia. I love the new apartment. It's fun. What do you guys want to listen to? Hey, Google. Can you play? I don't know, actually. Never mind. Just continue playing what you're playing. A lot of people who start up their own company aren't good. Like, they're good leaders, but there's a lot of people who aren't good leaders. That's why they like build up this brand and idea, and then they try to find like a COO or someone who's like better at operations and execution and like leadership. So when it comes to any, I really think like, okay, I'm actually pretty like somewhat logical. Like I would describe myself as like a logical feeler, where I feel a lot of emotions, but I just have been trained to like logically make decisions. I feel like because I grew up in New York maybe, but I'm such a feeler, and I realized like there's such a good balance between like you have to listen to what your gut says. So if your gut is like, I really want to do this project, I really want to get out of my comfort zone for this, you should do it, and then just like try to do as much research or due diligence so that it works out. Like the chances of it working out is better, and that way you'll have like, if your chances are better or you're doing good things for yourself, you'll have more encouragement to do it. So yeah. Nice eyebrows. Is that a compliment? Oh wait, that is right. It's because I accidentally shaved like too much of my eyebrow there. So yeah. Wow, you noticed? Fuck. Is crime in New York City bad as everyone says it is? I haven't been in a while. I think it's gotten worse. I grew up in Queens where like there was crime, but nothing like, it was not as like sporadic as it is now. Like I hear some crazy ass shit that's happening. Oh gosh, I want a snack, but I shouldn't eat because I have a dinner. But yeah. You hear the New York in me? No one says that to me. I was like, you seem like an LA girl. I mean, I am like on the outside, but like inside, I'm like New York forever. Coming from New York, you're just built diff. Like you are built diff. I don't know how to describe it. I'm like so proud to be from New York. Oh my gosh, no, I'm glad I could have taken a photo with you. New York, Koreatown, LA's Koreatown is better. There's some things, I also love LA. Like I love California, and I think a lot of people hate on LA, but I think there's so many beautiful pockets in LA, and like even on the outskirts of LA, like there's so many amazing pockets of like culture and food, and I'm a huge foodie, and I think LA does a great job. I think New York is great for food too. Like I just love how both LA and New York are like a melting pot of culture, so I get to eat like a lot of good food. And I've like traveled, like even like in Korea, like I've had really good Korean food in LA, and like even people in Korea who come here, they're like, oh wow, the Korean food's really good. And like I've had really good pasta in LA. And like for New York, like has great Chinese food. Like a lot of Chinese people say like Queens Chinese food is like amazing in Chinatown, and they're from China, so it's like there's so many good spots. You just have to find it. I think I really enjoyed LA once I like kind of became like a local, but also another thing is I don't drive, so I think that's why I like LA. I don't drive. So I understand I'm functioning off of like a certain privilege. I know a lot of people who drive and they hate LA. That makes a lot of sense. I don't have my license. I thought about getting it, but I don't know. Like, is that a red flag? I don't have my license? How do you get around then? Well, if it's like an event, chances are my friend's already going, so I can carpool, or I just Uber. Hey Google, can you play Chill playlist on Spotify? Yeah, I grew up in New York, so I don't drive. Well, Uber is hard to explore a city with, but not in LA, because the worst part about like LA is like it's not like a city. Like, you know, in the UK, everything is very beautiful. Like especially my time like in Italy, I was like, damn, like every nook and cranny you might be able to find something amazing. LA, there's some places like that, but like you could be like on Beverly Hills and like walk down a street and then you're in like not a good area. Like it's not very walkable. It's not a walkable place at all. Every time I've walked, I've been punished. Like I think one time I was walking somewhere and a guy like literally on his bicycle stopped and like spit on me and like continued to bike. It's so bad. So LA is not walkable, and so it's worked for me Uber wise because I know exactly where I want to go and where it is walkable. So yeah, my dad wants me to learn how to drive, and like yeah, my dad wants me to learn how to drive, and I was like, no, Andrew can drive, like my brother can drive, and I like, I don't know, I'm doing older sister things already. Like the last thing I want to do is drive. I actually don't want to drive because I feel like I'm such a giver and like I'm so proactive when I do things, and I just love myself so much. I don't want to have the option where it's like I can drive. I don't even want that in my like options. Like I think like I'm like, no thanks. Because like if it's like an event, like I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll plan, like I'll cook, I'll do that. I'm like, you know what, it's really nice that I don't know how to drive. Like people can never make me drive because it's not an option. So even if I get my license, I don't think I'll tell people. Yeah, well, I've had a lot of stuff happen to me in real life, and I just don't really care. So when I got spat on, I was like, oh man, that's gross, but whatever. Like one time in New York, I got chased with a knife. I never told this story actually, but yeah, I did get chased with a knife. But I was like so young. I have this thing where like I laugh when I'm nervous, which is why I was like smiling during my fire video. But yeah, I remember when I was being chased with a knife, I was also laughing. So I remember like thinking like, am I mentally ill? But I like ran fast enough. I feel like he was just fucking with me. I was like in 8th grade. It's a very vague memory. And then one time, oh my gosh, one time I was like in 7th grade or something. No, 9th grade, and I had my first phone. And I was walking down the street, and I got it was like a, what's it called? A sidekick phone? It was so cool. I loved it. And like this guy came to me and he was like, can you check what time it is for me? And I like looked down, I told him the time, and like because he distracted me, he like yanked my phone and ran. And I was like, I just started crying. And then like because I was crying and my friends were comforting me, like 20 minutes later he came back and he said, sorry, never mind, like I feel bad. So I went home with my sidekick. Yeah. That literally happened to me on the Q31. Yes, I think it was a strat, like in Queens. Like that's how people stole your phone. You chase them down. Yo, I didn't even chase them down. You know what that lesson taught me? I realized how powerful pity is. That's why like it's so funny. Like you'll meet people like, especially in LA, I meet a ton of people who come from like really good families who like know their self-worth, and when we get into situations where we're like being talked down on, or the waiter's being rude, or like we're being taken advantage of, their first reaction is to like either get angry or like be assertive, right? And for me, I like fucking bend over backwards. Like I'm just like I immediately am like, okay, this is the type of person that like doesn't want the best for me, so I fucking bend over backwards. Like I don't even care, I won't even fight. I'm just like whatever. So yeah, it's just funny. I feel like that's what that situation taught me. Like how strong, how powerful my pitiful helplessness is. So like even when things fucked up things happen to me, a lot of people will like write an angry customer service email. I just go like, please, like I need help for this, like it's been really affecting me. Like I'm so down bad when I write those messages. It's not even people pleasing though, because it's like I just feel like it's the most effective. Like I just don't want to. But you know what, like I have noticed in situations where if you're like mad in a circle, you'll get what you want, but I just don't feel good. Like then I'm left with a residual of like, damn, why did I have to like be a dick to get that? It makes me sad. I'm like, I already know that the other person's human too, and I hate that I'm being a dick, because then like it's gonna spread, and then like they're gonna be a dick when they want something, and it's just like, yeah. No, I cannot be an actress, guys, trust me. Once, like, there was, like, a show that, like, I did, like, audition for, and I actually think, like, aesthetically, I suited the role really well. Like, the character was, like, the main character's, like, best friend, and she was, like, Asian, and she was supposed to be really bubbly and, like, bring her friend, like, all over the city, and like have her meet boys and stuff. Like I think aesthetically I really fit it, but I sent in my audition tape and it was so bad. Like they just received thanks. I don't know if that's normal. Maybe it's normal, but I was like, holy shit, I think my tape wasn't that bad. It was so, I don't even want to look at it. I deleted it. It was really bad. Like I'm not good at acting. It's like, guys, trust me, I'm very ambitious. Like, you know, I've tried a lot of things, right? Like, I'm so bad at dancing and I still try to practice. Acting is like pushing. Okay, so bad. Wait, maybe it is normal, but honestly, I just know that tape was bad. Like, and it took me so many tries. I think I just like, I'm actually too conscious about how I look to be an actress, so it's not good. Like I feel like a good actress like really is comfortable in their own skin, and I just don't have that. That's sweet. I'm yapping, not unpacking. I'm unpacking my brain right now. Can we see it? No, you can't. Sorry, I think LA. Gotcha, thanks for 16 months. Thank you. Hi Jamie, I met you at Anime Expo. It was so lovely to meet you. Oh my gosh, I got shy in the moment, but thank you for being so sweet and calling me beautiful. Oh, thanks for coming. I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, wait, yes, you're the one from Ireland. I was so shocked that someone came all the way from Ireland. Like, it makes me so happy that someone from Ireland like came to my booth to talk to me. Like, that makes me so happy. So thank you. Can we get Evie zoom in? Evie! Come here, Evie. Look at her, she's so cute. My stream wants to say hi to you. little baby. My little Bobby. Mommy loves you. Ivy loves a new apartment. I'm allergic to her because I have to wash my hands every time I pet her. Her dander like will break me into rashes. It's so bad. Isn't that right, honey? She loves a new place. Yes, I wasn't allergic to her when I got her, and now I'm look at my fucking nose. Like, this is how allergic I am to her. Yeah, she loves a new place. Wait, can I show you guys something? Okay, so like, I actually, you know my Marvel collection? When I did a collaboration with Marvel, I made like a blanket, but I wasn't allowed to sell it because of like contractual reasons. And that was like so sad because it was like the main item. But I'll show you guys now. It's like Groot and Emmy. I was so depressed that I couldn't release this. I know, I couldn't release it. Like contractually, I just couldn't. And like, I was so sad. But it's so cute. That was like one of like many stressful Evico problems I had. But yeah, it's so soft too. I think we are gonna make a blanket. I just don't know what I feel, but it's so soft and cute. It's pretty, it's like a throw, but it's a pretty big throw. So yeah. I know a lot of people like would have really liked it. So sad. I love this song. Is that redness anywhere else on your face? I just got it here because I like kissed her. I don't know about my deposit. I probably won't get all of it back, to be honest. But yeah, your name is Heather. What a great song to like. So far, Jamie has unpacked USB-C cable. I don't want to pack anymore. I just want to talk to you guys. Yeah, my camera's inverted. I have a gas stove, and actually LA implemented something where like newer buildings can't have gas stove. I think it's environmentally more friendly. But as someone who cooks, there's a lot of like ethical things I just have to look over. And the gas stove is one of them. Like, here's my logic, okay? I don't ever want you guys to cancel me. Like, if a video comes out of me like not recycling properly, listen, I warned you guys here first. But like, I just feel like as humans, we have to do what we can to help the earth, and we choose what that looks like. So like, if say you're like a vegetarian or vegan, right? I feel like you shouldn't be expected to like be perfect at like recycling, because you're already like doing your contribution, and you know, our life experience is important. So it's like everyone should choose like their own thing that they're contributing to the planet and to the earth. Yeah, no, not fuck there, that's not what I'm saying. But actually, like, I've actually been liking meat a lot less, and chicken just disgusts me, because like, especially chicken in America, the way it's like farmed is so like, it's so disgusting. And like, I don't know, chicken has been giving me the ick. I don't know why. So recently I've actually, am I getting older? I like love vegetables and stuff right now. But I can just taste like how bad the quality is. Like, even the egg quality is not very good in America, unless you get like the really nice ones. But even then, yeah, veggies are so underrated. And I think like the more we should focus on preparing them better. Because I notice like every time I go to a restaurant, they'll like prepare like the steak and the chicken so well. When it comes to the vegetables, it's like lightly salted or whatever. But in like so many other cuisines, the way they prepare vegetables is like so delicious. Oh my god, the vegetables I had in Italy were like amazing. I said ciao. Thank you for 3 months in a row. Thank you. And Hawk, thanks for 3 months in a row. Thank you. And better. I'm fine. Chicken in Malaysia is really good. Yeah, it is. Yes, I love the way my dad prepares vegetables. Like fucking oyster sauce, soy sauce, sesame oil, that garlic. Like garlic and veggies is like so good. Okay, this is what I was gonna say earlier. I know a lot of people shit on like, I guess like American or like white people food, but I feel like they do dessert so well. Like in my culinary class, when I learned that, when I ate that apple crisp, I was like, holy shit, like some Americans know what the fuck they're doing. I was like, this is delicious. It's so good. Like, oh, it's so good. Like, and every dessert, I had like this rice pudding. I had like this like blueberry pie. I'm like, oh, wow, like it's so fucking good. I was like, this is the strength of the Americans. Yeah, French dessert is really good as well. Like everything, like I'm just saying, like white people can make really good dessert. Like holy fuck. In Italy, like I had so much good, like anything that was like pastry was like so delicious. Like the filling was so delicious. I think like dessert is just like really rushed in a lot of other like cuisines or cultures. But like I noticed, like for example, in like even like Chinese dessert, a lot of it is like steamed, like which is really really delicious. But it's crazy because like the pastry I had in like Italy was so, I could tell like their craft for pastry is like insane. But it was so good. I think like American desserts are overpowering, but I don't know. I really want to like go to the South and like watch how the grandmas make their apple pies, because like holy fuck, it's so good. It's so good. Like my dad, like my dad's Malaysian, and he would just like, if I said I want apple pie, he would just like I don't know, like get a croissant from Costco and then put apple on it and like give it to me. Yeah. Another thing I noticed in Italy, I don't know if it's like just me, but they like their pasta like super al dente. Like it's almost like undercooked. And their risotto, but I don't know if I just had like undercooked risotto. Like I don't know. Yeah, Malaysia, like the thing is, okay, that's what I mean. Like Malaysian dessert is delicious, but at the same time, you know that like the dessert was made with like leftover coconut milk from like laksa. You know what I mean? Like you can tell. Like I think a lot like Malaysian cuisine is very resourceful too, and like a lot of like Southeast Asian cuisines are like very resourceful, so they'll reuse a lot of like the same ingredients to not waste things. And I feel like that's why I like learning like new cuisines, because then you get to like get the whole portfolio of like what other flavors I like. Yeah. I'm hungry too. I did not have Italian coffee. You know what's so good in Italy? Oh my god, like fuck. The butter is so good, and then also the milk and the meats, like the cold meats, so good, and the cheese, oh so good. And like I never had a stomach ache there. I just like, and I also didn't gain any weight, even though I was constantly eating bread and cheese and milk. So I think a lot of the dairy in America has just a ton of preservatives, because I think in Italy, like I had like really fresh like cuts of meat, like cold cuts of meat and cheese and stuff. It was so good. And like, oh, the fruit was good too. I think America like has a lot of like, our FDA standards are easier, and there's a reason why like you frequently might get a stomachache, because there's a lot of bad stuff in like American food. I didn't move again. I downgraded to a studio because I'm like trying to save money every month, because my parents aren't retiring soon, so I really want to get them a house. It's like my childhood dream that I finally, it's time. It's time for me to prepare for. So I was like, it's okay. I don't mind. Like, I already feel so blessed to have been able to like live in a nice place. I feel like it was just something I wanted for myself, because I grew up like not having that. So when I finally got money, I was like, I want to live in a nice place. And then I think I realized like my needs versus my wants. Like, I don't really need to be in a high rise, and the amount of space I need versus like anything that's extra. So I moved into like a studio to save money. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with my decision. Yeah. I know a lot of people like, I mean, California is not it's a difficult place to buy, but I've thought about it, and I've thought pretty far ahead about it. I was literally like, okay, if I have kids, they're probably gonna be as like creative as me, and they're probably gonna want to go to the major cities, like either New York or LA. So I'm like, well, I want to be near my kid. I thought really far. I was like, and then I want my parents here. And then I think because I actually know more about LA now than I do New York, because like I lived here for my for my adulthood. So I think it's easier for me. Also, I have a lot more like resources and like network here to like help my parents, like when it comes to like finding a good doctor and stuff like that. Like, I think I'd be a lot more comfortable doing it in California, because it's what I'm used to and familiar with. And I was like, you know, if it's like really bad in the future, like I think my parents still have energy in them to like move once more. But ideally, like that's why I'm working really hard, because I just want them to have like a good place like now. But yeah, it's really expensive. And I've looked at other options too. Like my parents have looked at other options, like maybe like Texas or something. They could retire there instead. But I think it's just scary because I don't have experience there. Versus like if I brought them here, I know I could like take care of them well, and like I just want to be around, like, and I don't want to like, I don't know, when they're like older, I want to be around and like be a drive away sort of thing. Yeah. But oh, another reason why I'm choosing California is because my parents are in New York right now, and New York is just as bad as California price-wise, if not worse, because you get a lot less space for your money there. They're both bad. Like, I think if my parents were coming from like another state, like Vegas or something, I definitely would have moved into California, because there's so many, like, it's so much more comfortable financially. But they're coming from New York, so the bar is pretty low. But yeah, they don't have to be in LA. They're not gonna be in LA. They're gonna be in California. But like, I just want to be like within the same like state as them, because I don't know. I didn't know this time would come, but it came. So yeah. But I thought about it. I was like, I feel like it's a really good pressure and problem for me to have. Like, I just feel grateful that like I have parents I love that I can have this like purpose for, and I think I'll be really happy if I can achieve it. So yeah. My parents are they had me when they're older, so like my parents are around like 64, 65. So yeah, that's like around retirement age. And I think like, yeah, that I always talk about how like around like people my age, usually their parents are around like 60 right now, or like 50, 55. So I feel like I have double the pressure. So I'm constantly like, this is like one of my biggest like mental struggles. Like I'm constantly like, I want to be like a free 25-year-old girl, like, you know, partying and like living my life. And like I want to, sometimes I like I'll make money and I'm like I really want to buy like nice things for myself, but I can't because like I want to like I can't be spending too much money on myself when it comes to stuff because I want to like do this for my parents. And then like sometimes like I'll travel and I feel really guilty. I'm like, fuck, like I shouldn't be doing this kind of thing. So I constantly go back and forth where I'm like, oh, like I want to live the life I want, but also I want to like, I don't want to have regrets. So yeah. But I would say like, even if my parents were like older, the time restriction, like there's always gonna be more time, I think, hopefully, I don't know. I mean, okay, here's my fucked up thought. Like, but when I don't want to get out of bed in the morning, like sometimes I tell myself, like, I like, you should not do this, by the way. Like, I'm pretty sure any therapist would be like, Jamie, stop. But sometimes I sit there and I imagine how I would feel, like how I would feel, like, in like 30 years if I like didn't try my hardest for my parents, kind of thing. But that's really bad because I have really low lows. Like, it's a really debilitating mindset, so don't do what I do. Yeah, I think it's unhealthy, but it works. But I think for me, I make sure to like treat myself well after. So if I like shit on myself and I'm like, Jamie, like your parents are going to like you it's up to you to give them a good life. I get myself out of bed, and then at nighttime, once I get all my work done, I'm like, hey Jamie, like let's get yourself some ice cream, like you did good. Like I try to like self-care myself after. So yeah. I miss the moment. Now, upstate New York is a good place to buy, like that's another option I was considering, but I think my parents really want to be near me and there's so much I want to do. Like my dad has dreams too, and I really wanted to like maybe open like a night market stand with him, just like make more memories with my parents, because you know, I'm at that age. I wanted to help my parents, but they're doing so well, so instead I took care of my younger siblings. Oh, that helps a lot too. I mean, like, that helps a lot too. I remember, like, yeah, it motivates me too. So I guess like there's some, I think like some toxic motivation is good. That's why like when guys like get their heart broken, oh guys, why do you do that? Like men glow up and fucking like get their shit like together like after the breakup. It's insane. Like why is that such a universal man thing? Usually I say things and I'm like, I'm sure there's an exception, but I feel like every man like glows up, so like they just like have an insane amount of testosterone after they get their heart broken. I don't know. Thanks, Kia. Yeah, I think like I am really independent. I just know that people are out there in my position. Like I really want to like make videos or like make content once I'm settled down to like, I don't know, I really figured out like where my voice lies, and I just think there's a lot of people like me who like grow up not knowing if they have the options for their dreams, like with the state of their family or like stuff like that, and I just want to like show that it's like possible kind of thing. So yeah. Breaks up with GF, starts going to the gym, works double hours for race, takes up second hobby. Yeah, that sounds pretty much it. You still in your depressed phase? Heartbreak is rough. Turned 26 yesterday, bought a car for my parents the day before. I wanted to use it on my dream car, but they needed a new car more. Aww. That's so sweet, that inspires me. You're so amazing for that. Like, you can always get your dream car later, but like, you know, your parents are, you know, but they have their dream kid, so. Pursue, thank you for the prime sub, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I think, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. I have like my mental health is, I just like it's good and bad, like it goes up and down. I think it's just life for me. Yeah, I think it's just life for me. Good night, Vicious. I think because, well, here's like my take. I think like it's really normal for women to rely on other women for their emotions and their feelings. And women in general have an easier time expressing themselves emotionally growing up, whereas like men, like even the most like what seems like emotionally expressive men that I know still struggle so deeply with like tapping into how they feel and their subconscious. And I think it's really difficult for guys because you guys build up like such a shell around that. And so sometimes when you like meet a girl, like that might be the one time that you're vulnerable, and so when you lose it, it's really hard. Versus like women, we have other outlets, and we're also much more used to building that relationship with ourselves emotionally to be a little bit more okay. So yeah, it's just like very difficult for men to express their emotions. That's why I think like always ask your bros. I mean, even like guys who are aware that they should talk to their guy friends about stuff, like it's hard for them to get to that vulnerable state with each other. It's difficult. Like I notice for a lot of guys, like even if they want to be emotional or like express themselves, and then another layer on top of that, I think a lot of men, they might feel an emotion, but it immediately converts into logic. And so when it's presented logically, it can come off like really abrasive to people. So then I think it causes this loop of like being misunderstood. So I think therapy or like reading up about this stuff, it can be very helpful for everyone, but especially men who want to express themselves more and figure out why they're feeling a certain way. But yeah, I noticed that like this is like stuff I noticed if I got closer to guys, like the logic. I think for me, I started being like, okay, this comes off really logical, but like, what are they feeling, kind of thing. And sometimes I think like, that's why I think humans are meant to work together. Like I think like society makes it so that women are more in tune with their emotions. I think that's why it's really beneficial if men like are open to listening to women sometimes, because we might just like be more aware of what you might be feeling. And I think there's so much like resistance that it takes a while. But emotions are not a bad thing, and it doesn't make you weaker. If anything, it can make your life experience a lot more fulfilling if you like figure it out. But I know a lot of guys who like want to get other stuff done first and then they do their emotion later, which is fine too. Yeah, I think different opinions is great. Like yeah, listening to podcasts, that's an amazing thing to do. And the world is so big, like there's so many perspectives, and what matters is like what you take in for yourself, what serves you and what helps you. And like the better state you're in, like the better you can do for the world. So that's my logic, pretty much. Emotions are the enemy of logic. No, I don't think so. I think emotions and logic can work together. I think I'm a pretty good example of that. Like I'm very like logical about my emotions. Because like now when I feel an emotion, instead of being emotional about it, I just like take a step back and I'm like, what does this emotion mean? Instead of like suppressing it, and then I can pinpoint more easily how to like successfully either subside it or comfort it or move on. Like, that's why Inside Out is a great movie. I think Inside Out is a great representation for younger kids who don't really understand their emotions. Like, how many times have you had a thought and you thought it was like your permanent self? You can have like a really mean thought about someone and then you'll be like, oh my god, that was so mean, I'm a bad person. But it's just like one of your 80,000 thoughts a day. And it doesn't like, it's really difficult to figure out who you are as a person. Is this Taylor Swift? Because I'm getting a DMCA while I'm like preaching to the choir right now. Hey Google, can you play IU on Spotify? Hey Google, lower volume by 1. Hi Dallas, thanks for 3 months, thank you. And Dasher, thanks for 11 months, thank you so much. But yeah, for example, like I realized I will never stop feeling my emotions. Like having a mindset that you can just be happy, like based off of external achievements is wrong. Like that's just like your happiness is more about like your experience in life. But it's honestly just unrealistic to be like happy all the time. And that's coming from me. I'm like a super happy person and stuff. So I was like, okay, I need to like honor all of my emotions. Like everything, like anger, my ego, like insecurity, all this stuff. Like I really need to figure out like where these are coming from. So now when I feel an emotion, I can, oh my god, did I just rip my favorite pants? It's so sad. Fuck life. Literally fuck emotions. Like I'm so sad right now. I love these pants. Okay, anyways, that's a good example right now, right? Like I just had an angry emotion and now I'm like, why am I upset about these pants ripping? It's because I really like them. And it's like I'm upset because I'm mildly inconvenient that I have to sew it together. But also, I just have I'm hard on myself when I break things because I frequently do it because of ADHD and then I'm hard on myself. So it's fine, it's just pants. Scripted emotion example. Worst example ever. But okay, like having this mindset has challenged me a lot. Like it's helped me become a lot more open-minded. For example, like if I feel insecure about something, I'll like really look into it instead of like avoiding it and stuff. So like I feel like when I feel jealous of someone, I try to think of it and I'm like, actually it's because what traits do I admire in this person? What about them do I want more of, to be more of? And, you know, also realize like I have traits that other people are probably feel the same way about, and that's everyone, right? Like, it's very normal. When did you start practice learning about your emotions? Pretty young age, but I think when I started therapy at like 22, that's when I like started really, like you have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind, and that's when I really started to like realize I'm not my emotions. Like my emotions are just emotions. And I was like, because I was so emotional and like having mental breakdowns all the time, I was like, I can't have this control me anymore. So I would try to like look at it more logically and also in a way where I could like comfort my emotions more. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I used to be a really jealous person. Like this is something I never shared, but I think because like growing up, I was always compared. Like in my family, I always compared to other people. So like I had this really toxic, especially like Asian family, like you're always constantly being compared. And in Asian culture, there's so much like standard. So like I was a really jealous person. And because I was so aware, I wouldn't have it manifest into actions, but it was destroying me. Like, cause like I wouldn't want to be jealous, you know? So then, now I'm like not a jealous person at all. I kind of just like admire people, and I think it's because I finally found confidence in myself. So it just takes time. And jealousy is like so normal. Like don't shit on yourself for like feeling jealousy or envy, and like it's very easy for us to like forget who we are as a person. So when we see people who are like amazing, right, we're like, we immediately put ourselves down. But you might not realize more often than not that like that same person like wants traits that you have. And yeah, it's just a never-ending cycle. Like, you have something that other people want, like whether it's like a trait you have or an attribute you have. Like, you have something people want, and I think, you know, we can't have it all, but it's about just like, there's a lot of flaws also that come with strengths. Like, there's a lot of weaknesses that come with strengths. So if you like someone's like strength, right, they might also be struggling with like a certain weakness that you don't really see behind the scenes. So yeah. Well, yeah, I also think like jealousy is a very common emotion in humans, and you might look at someone who like you think is perfect and you'd be like, why the fuck do they feel jealous? But like, I think humans just feel emotions. It's like humans all feel the same amount of emotions. I think our principles just might be different based on what we go through. Yeah, social media shows so little of the full picture. Like, God, there's so much I haven't shown on social media. Like, oh my God, I've had like really not moments I'm not proud of kind of thing, you know, like, yeah. How do I get confidence? I think it's different for everyone. Like, I think there's like surface level things you can do to get confidence, right? Like, honestly, getting good at something is one of the best ways you can build confidence. Because when you see yourself improving on something, like, that gives you such a good confidence boost. And I think that's why I'm actually pretty confident, because I'm constantly trying to learn new things. But also internally, there's like confidence, and there's also self like security. When you're like reassured in yourself and your worth, and like you truly feel like you're deserving of things, that's like a whole nother story. So it really depends on like which one you're struggling in, or maybe both. Like, if you feel like you might be really secure, like self-reassured, like you feel like you deserve good things, you know, that area, maybe you can focus more on like external confident things, you know, like building up your fashion or whatever, or like learning new things, or even like when it comes to social, like I have really bad social anxiety. I built a lot of confidence off of like rejection therapy and stuff like that. But you might be the opposite, where like you can't even like tackle like confident stuff because you're not like completely secure or sure that you deserve good things. That's something that's like a lot deeper, that I always encourage people to like seek and figure out. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. The thing is, like, I truly think like every human is so deep. Like, I used to think that like some humans are like deeper than others. It's true, I guess so, but like I think everyone has like parts of them from their childhood that they don't know about, or like just so many elements. Like, every single person is so multifaceted in ways that you can't really see, because it's like really easy to just follow society and stuff. I'm such a yapper today. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, not trying to, I think like pleasing people is like a really common thing people get trapped into. I did that too, and I really had to like, I had to have moments in my life where like, honestly, I had to go through hurt. Like, I had to be hurt in certain friendships and relationships for me to be like, to get a wake-up call. Like, what do I want? And so another piece of advice is like, I'm a little crazy. Like, I love chaos, but I think getting hurt is not a bad thing. Like, I think that's why I'm very forgiving. Even in like friendships, like I feel like being hurt, especially with people you love, is very inevitable. That's why the most painful things are with your family, because there's so much love there. Like, if there wasn't love or care or attachment there, then it wouldn't hurt as bad, right? So, but I feel like there's so much growth there to like explore when you get hurt and stuff like that. Like, I think I learned a lot, and I think when it's happening, like I feel like shit. Like, I'm like, why is this happening to me? Like, I've had the mindset where I'm like, okay, I'm done learning. Like, I'm okay. I don't want to learn anymore. Chicken without a name. I like your name. Chicken without a name. Yeah, some friends aren't worth it for sure. Like, you have to follow your gut, you know, like you have to listen to yourself. Like, that's why I don't don't know if this is like a pick-me girl thing to say, But that's why, like, when women are having problems with men, there are a lot of situations where it's not worth it, where I'm like, okay, yeah, like that guy is definitely not ready for a relationship. But I also think there's a lot of situations where like the guy is being misunderstood because men just don't know how to express their emotions well. And so sometimes, like, I think going the extra step to try to like figure out what it might actually like mean, or like getting someone to be in a more like safe space, like not even just for guys, but like there's a lot of moments where like you might get hurt and you immediately are in defensive mode. And this is with friendships too, and you start thinking like, oh, they're out to hurt me, like you start protecting yourself. But then at the end of the day, like when you can have a conversation and both people are like vulnerable and in a safe space, I feel like so much good can come out of that. But again, like you need so much awareness for this. Like it's really hard when you're hurt. So humans are just like very, very, very difficult. But yeah, why did I bring that up again? Yeah, so you have to follow your gut. Like sometimes you might have a gut where it's like, okay, this friend fucked up with me, but they seem like genuinely sorry. Like that's something you should give another chance, because, well, I mean, it's up to you obviously, but I think people dear to you are very hard to come across. But also there's other times where like logically, like if you're getting gaslit or something, you might be like, like this person isn't really being bad to me, but like you're feeling not good. Maybe it's not the right relationship or friendship for you. Like maybe it's not the right time for it. Because your like subconscious knows so much that like you might not be able to verbalize, and then like years later you're gonna be like, oh wow, like that's, my gut felt that way because of XYZ, but you just can't really verbalize it. Anyways, yeah, what if your gut instincts are stupid? Yeah, so you just do the stupid thing and learn from it. Life is also really about copium too. So yeah, I feel like I'm like the opposite of copium, where I'm so aware that life is about copium that I don't copium, but I should copium more. So when people feed me copium, I'm just like, stop giving me the fake copium. Like, you're just trying to make me feel better. My save file is ruined. Agent John Cena, thanks for your 5 months. Thank you. Yeah, I still do have a dinner to go to, but I still have some time. Wait, I'm sad I have to leave, you guys. Would you stream Dress to Impress? I fucking love that game. But yeah, oh my god, look at my veins right now. They're kind of hot. What the fuck? I just got turned on by myself. Like, it looked like a guy's like forearm. How do I do that again? How do I get the vein again? No, like I can actually like, okay, like my hands look feminine, but I can like make them look like really masculine. It's like kind of hot. Wait, how do I get the veins? I lost it. Fuck me. Oh, I love veins. Like, do you even lift, bro? Yeah, I do. What? My muscle. I don't think all girls are into arm veins, but I love arm veins. Like, like when there's like 2-3 veins, especially on the forearm. I'm really weird. Like I really like ankles and forearms. Like, you know how like people usually like arms, like biceps? I fucking love forearms and ankles. Like, I don't know why. They're just so hot. No, it's hot when there's like veins sticking out. Like it's like so hot because it looks like you just worked out and stuff. And then yeah, the ankle too. Like when guys wear like joggers that like cuff at the ankle and like a little bit of ankle shows, the pants are off. The pants are off. No, I'm kidding. No, it doesn't have to be buff ankles. I like how delicate it looks. Like, I love how delicate it looks. I think it's because I fucking love, like, a nice combo of, like, masculine and feminine. Like, I fucking love that shit. So, like, maybe that's why I like the lower limbs, because they're, like, masculine and feminine at the same time. Ankle day, is that even a thing? You're new here, hi Reveal. Androgynous ankles. Honestly, yeah. Because ankles are so like, I mean, like everyone has ankles. I guess everyone has everything, but I like ankles like no matter what. Like they don't have to be buff. What clothing style do I like on men? Oh my god, it's dating again. um, Fuck, it depends on the guy. Depends. I love oversized jackets though. Like in general, I love it when a guy's wearing like an oversized jacket. I think it looks nice. I love like, I think all women love a guy in uniform. Like no, you don't have to work out your ankles. JD, thanks for 5 months in a row. Thank you. Can I do a typing test? Not this stream, I'm so sorry. Do scrubs count as a uniform? Yeah, scrubs count. Scrubs are up there. No, you don't have to like spend a lot of money for good fashion. You can like YouTube like affordable fashion for men. There's like so many good like guy YouTubers that like show you where to buy clothes and like where to get your style. You should totally do it. Like effort goes a long way. I like thinking which uniform is my favorite. Honestly, Scrubs is up there, yeah. Because it's so humanitarian. Like, that's why I said, like, I was like legit with Jess. I was like, yeah, Santa is smash because he just like so tired and spends so much time like delivering gifts to children. Like, that's so sweet. And then Jess and Ario were like, no, he forces elves to do it. It's labor work. And I was like, oh, if you look at it that way. Tell me what uniform I really like. Men uniforms. Jobs. Oh, firefighter's pretty fucking good, yeah. Firefighter's pretty good. Pretty damn good. What else? God, there's one that I really like, but I can't think. No, yeah, I think hospital scrubs or like doctor is like top. That's just top for me. It's ingrained in my Asian blood. It's ingrained in my Asian blood. Pilot is pretty good. Yeah, I like the mailman short shorts. I don't know. Yeah, suits are hot. I wish guys had more reason to wear suits. Legit. Okay guys, I have to go. I could also flake on my dinner and not go, but I probably shouldn't do that. No, I don't want to go. I enjoyed my stream more than I thought. Oh, cute. These are 10 gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you, Kiani. Okay, I'm gonna continue doing my Sunday stream, so thank you for watching. I got everything I wanted from streaming, which is like the fulfillment without the pressure, and like I'm just so happy that I can just like, you know, live my life and like come back and stream, and you guys are like still here, like eagerly waiting to hear what I have to say. Like that's so sweet, and like I appreciate it so much. And I know I'm like spoiled because I'm used to like having a stream platform since I was young, but like I'm more than ever appreciate it now. So yeah, I don't want to promise anything, but maybe I can stream a little earlier the next Sunday just because I miss you guys. But my Sunday streams are gonna resume, and yeah, I know like we don't have much time together, but I hope that like the time we do have together, it's at least like enjoyable enough or impactful enough to like make you guys feel good. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I'm gonna go get ready now and go to my dinner. It's a late dinner. But yeah, thank you so much. I love you guys. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully with an activity and like more talking and like stuff like that. So bye Young, bye Whip, bye Ken Snoop, bye Jonah, bye Taco. Bye everyone. Bye Bonfire, bye Nathaniel. I appreciate you guys so much. Like thank you for being a part of my world. Like it's so sweet, and I'm just like so lucky. Like I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. So yeah, and make sure to follow my Instagram and join my Instagram group if you want. I'm gonna be doing a public Discord soon with application and stuff. So yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a good week. Tomorrow's Monday. Have an amazing week. Believe in yourself. Make sure to get good rest and have a good mindful week, and express your emotions and take care of yourself. And I hope you make sure you have at least like 3 enjoyable moments this week. 3 highlights, whether it's like eating your favorite food or like seeing a friend or something. That's your homework. Thanks, Palax. Bye, guys. I love you so much. Bye. Bye. Penis with a sack of balls dipped in chocolate. Fuck, I can't press the end button because the sub pulls on top of it.